They set a lot of intentions. She probably was just like, man, all that shit. Down Space is a beautiful place, but we got to protect Earth before we go off in space. This shit is weird. And I woke up late, so my bad. You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, you not love bombing, bro. Everybody like, oh shit, like, yeah, bro, you not love bombing, bro. Like, these is drones, bro. Like, exactly, kid. These motherfuckers are drones, kid. Like, welcome back. Another episode of Path 7, man. Just at a great place in life. Just realizing a lot of hard truths. A lot of things that I thought were a certain way in reality, I'm starting to like come to more perspective of. It's just one of those things where the more you evolve and grow, the more you get to these places of not uncomforts, but places of extreme growth when you like literally get to just understand what reality actually is, and just like you can only build upon it. You can never let it like really break you down, because everything in life is meant to help you establish a new way of communicating with yourself. And somebody as me, I have so much communication going on around me that I have to make sure that I'm getting the right information and not allowing the information to distort my reality on what I'm perceiving. I just got like a lot of like just different kind of downloads, so please just give me 1 second just to just soak it in and just like really understand that like where I'm going is just such a different place, because I understand a lot of the glamour that's going on around me. And I had a conversation with a friend, and I was telling him pretty much how I perceive reality as like one of the theories that I came up with watching the show American Gods. And as it's saying that there was an episode where Shadow Moon was in the room where he was like going, he was in a prison or an interrogation room with him and Mr. Wednesday, and Mr. World and I Love Lucy was in the room with them. And what happened was I Am Lucy changed the walls to like 4 projectors pretty much, and she got to pretty much dictate the perspective of that room. So as in saying that, I'm just in a place where I feel like I'm in a dark room, which is my subconscious, or a cave, which will be used in certain a cave which will be used in a cave which will be used in a cave which will be used in biblical text. So as it's saying that, I'm just in a great place where it's just like when everything seems to be out of hand, everything's actually in hand, and you just got to be able to just stay still in a moment and just like get these downloads and not allow the situation to overwhelm you. Because in a world with so much disinformation, censorship, and so much false, you have to also be the person who stands on a place that other people can get information from, and just know that they're not alone. So I'm just in a place of just like a lot of just peace and prosperity, and I just have to always know that that's all I'm around is peace and prosperity. I can't allow other people to sway my perspective on what's going on and what's happening to me. So I'm just happy just to be here, man, because no matter what you channel, no matter what kind of information you get, if the world is literally in a sick place, all you can do is control what you can control. The things that are outside of your hands, don't try to attach to, don't try to control. Just take it as what it is, because a lot of people are living in lower vibrations, and those lower vibrations are like contaminants, and it's like in the air that you can't really get away from it. So you got to just be in a place of just just sitting in it sometimes, not allowing it to really rock your reality, because a lot of people are in places of trying to figure out things that we already have the answers to. And if we have already had the answers, why are we trying to figure out things that we can't control? So as in saying that, I'm controlling my reality by just staying in the moment and allowing the moment to never be too big, and just become my greatest self at all times, and express that through the way that I live, how I dress, how I conduct myself. And just also just being a shining light for other people, and just allowing myself to not allow other people to shrink me into the point where they're just like changing face, or like using me for their own perspectives. So as I'm saying that, I'm just very appreciative of the moment, just knowing that the moment's never too big, and that life is also working in my highest favor at all times, and how everything is not happening to me, but it's responding to the way that I am correlating with my own blood cells in my body at the moment. So I just have to allow myself to be great at all times. And just not pay attention to what everything else and everybody else has going on, because everything is just an expression of other people, and other people are already lost. So it's just like me following lost people into another world that I've already ascended out of. So it's just like allowing yourself to be healed and stay healed in all situations, and knowing that when you are in a place of growth, you can't allow other people to deter your growth or tell you what they want your growth to look like, or feel like, or even smell like, or just, you know what I mean? Like after watching The Matrix and certain things like it, you understand that our reality is only determined by our five senses, and because the five senses have been studied and been manipulated for so long, what are we really experiencing other than somebody's, what they're implanting, or what somebody's projecting, or trying to strong arm you to create an experience for you. So as in knowing that I know lower vibrational beings, and because I'm able to not think like lower vibrational beings, but I can correlate with what they are trying to get me to feel and enable me to take on, I can always be calm and cultivate my own experience. So as in cultivating my own experience, I'll never allow someone else outside of me to control the experience that I'm trying to correlate and create myself. And something that I pride myself on is being the strong man in every situation, being able to be person who takes the beating that these people are projecting onto me, or how people want me to feel, because my battle right now is against a religious cult. Anything you do could be religious, or people who are being groupthink to cultivating that I'm some kind of enemy or some kind of outside entity to take over or to destroy the world, which I'm only destroying their falsalities that they've been swallowing and eating for so long, and then creating a new reality in which the right people can correlate with and can align themselves with and actually be happy and allow themselves to grow from. So as in saying that, please be able to discern between what's really going on here, because a lot of people are lying to us. A lot of the experiences that we are cultivating and experiencing are the spell work and the witchcraft of others who create this perception of this reality that we're supposed to experience. So as in saying that, every time you see me, I'm cultivating a new experience for people to be able to enjoy. So as I'm saying that, I'm starting to come to the conclusion. I saw this as a joke for a while, and it may actually be true. A lot of the birds and things that we're actually seeing may actually be drones, and we may be experiencing this truly mechanized reality that we're not even understanding that is going on amongst us and around us. So it could be we are like a very few left with a lot of AI programming and things that don't have the capabilities that we have. So as in saying that, let me introduce to you my new piece. I literally just did this last night. I spray painted it first, and after I spray painted it, I wanted to paint something so I can kind of that's so I kind of so I can continue my path and just just to show people that everybody's going through something, but we're never going through something. We're overcoming situations that were placed upon us for us to be stuck in certain facilities and lack mindsets that we're like constantly on a day-to-day basis overcoming and growing past. So as it's saying that, you have to always be the person who's not going to deceive people, but allow people to be themselves and grow at their own pace. Because a lot of people are trying to speed up other people's growth in their whole situation, and a lot of people are literally just in their lower selves trying to teach other people how to live and how to do things in which they have never progressed through their own like family generational traumas and things that they have never been able to overcome. So somebody who's overcoming such angst in certain things that aren't helping us grow. I pride myself in being somebody who paints on a day-to-day basis or whenever I can, and when I'm not like enduring certain things that aren't natural for human beings to grow upon themselves. So this piece doesn't really have a name yet. I literally just created it last night at 12 o'clock. I didn't sleep until maybe like 2 or 3. I got up at 10 o'clock, woke up at a lot of different other times. But we're here to do the job. When we do the job, we're here to appreciate the things we have, because we know that everything is tantamount to kind of living in the moment and creating this moment we have for everybody to correlate with and become their greatest selves. And that's the whole part of this journey, is just to constantly grow, evolve, and just to become greater. But at the bottom of it was supposed to be like mountains or a sea, maybe something like it. This entire series, this mini series, because most of it is really in clothing, but this entire mini series has been based upon just a watery aspect, aquatic life, and kind of being that being that swims in the ocean with also being the dragon or the bird that flies above it at the same time, almost like being on Earth, but also being ascended in the mind as well, and also being the fire in the ethers that burns away all impurities in the world. So it's just about just not allowing people to deter you upon what you're doing, and not allowing certain perspectives to take away what you're doing and the things that you're trying to implement into reality, the things that you're trying to allow people to be happy about, allow people to have vision upon. So as it's saying that, it's just about just being happy, man. Just not joy, but being jubilant. Just allowing your life to truly be something that you know what I mean? Just something you're passionate about, something that gives you a hunger for life, that you don't allow other people's like fantasies to take on your reality. A lot of people who are still in the shadows of certain things to interrupt your space with that you're co-creating, And when you are helping so many people in the world, you just make sure that they know that at some point they're going to have to get back to you, because that's the equal exchange, and that's the actual alchemical process of going from lower states of consciousness to upgrading to higher states of consciousness. And when people are trying to put you in places that you've already outgrown, never allowing them to place these false facilities of thought upon you. So this piece, like I said, the ocean / the sky, you have this being here. It's almost like a mirror. Like a lot of the things I'm doing right now, there's been a lot of internalizing the things that are going on around me, and not allowing the outside world to affect my inner relationship I'm having with myself. So as it's saying that, just allowing life to truly speak for me, or not allow life to speak for me, allow my hard work to shine upon itself, because that's what it's all about. Just allowing your life to be prosperous, to be something in which it makes a lot of people happy to be themselves, a lot of people happy to be alive, because the thing that makes life so hard is just being in a time where a lot of people aren't relatable, because a lot of people are just too busy living their own facets of life, and a lot of people aren't truly here to grow. You know what I mean? Like we're here to do this work and help everybody else like grow upon our mistakes and allowing ourselves to truly be greater than the things that are going on around us, and just being fruitful. You know, just knowing that the day we plant that seed will not be the day that we reap that harvest, and not allowing people to overcome the things that we're here to overcome, and just pushing forward and not allowing other people to project their own bull jive onto us, not allowing people to take our experience from us. So just being strong in the things that we do, and just inspiring others to do the same thing, you know, allowing others to see our light and to know that they can stand and create their own light. And that's what it's about. It's not about the losses you take upon your journey. It's about the things that you overcome in your journey. And as it's saying that, that's why everything is, it's almost like a head with a mirror, well, like a face that became a mirror. And that's one of the things you do when you go from third dimensional like reality to like fifth dimensional reality, to point of like, all right, well, I've been here, you know, I've done the earthly thing. Now it's time for me to internalize the things that made me who I am, and also become greater upon the things that God has given me, and allowing God to bless me, you know, to allowing God to truly bless me and to put me in places that correlate with the higher facets of me, the places, the things in me that God has made fortunate in my life. So just never allowing other people's mistakes, other people's perspective of who you should be or who you're like, take on to who you are. You know, it's always about never allowing anything to take over the space that you know that are great about you. The things that you know, you don't allow other people's dreams to take away the hard truth and the facts that you know that are reality. And I'm gonna keep it short. I'm not gonna do too much because there's a lot going on around me, and I don't want it to take away from reality's perspective of me being a man who's overcoming so much default coming from the people that need my energy, or that are using my abilities, or trying to manipulate my abilities for other people to market, you know. And it's been so many times in which I've been in places where I've grown past so many things to the point where it's just like you get to places in life where it's just like, all right, I overcame this, overcame that. I've done this, I've done that. Now it's time to move forward upon the things that we find enlightening upon us, the things that we've done the work countlessly into, that we're not going to let these people take our perspective and the things that we know is truth, and to go back into their weird realities that they're trying to project upon us. We are who we are, and we're not going to go back upon who we are to accept the people's lies and the people who can't really sustain themselves, and the people that want to like literally like take from what we have and build upon that, and then create a whole nother like temple of lies. We're out the temple, we're out the party to create our own walk of life that other people can live in happily and fruitfully, you know, and not allowing our generational curses to keep us from living in the light of what's really going on. So a lot of people are in the dark, but I don't have to go into the dark with you, because I know my reality. I know my reality is based upon truth, and I'm not allowing somebody else's truth to deter my path and my journey for where I'm going.